Welcome to Erdos Miller MicroPulse Moments. This series highlights the features of the MicroPulse MWD controller. In this episode, we will be going over generic variables on the MicroPulse. Generic variable allows you to transmit measurements from other devices in the MWD. For example, if you have a pressure while drilling sub or a resistivity tool, you can send generic variables to the MicroPulse over QMIX or CAN bus, and then the MicroPulse can telemeter those values to surface. To configure the MicroPulse to telemeter generic variables, navigate to the MWD tab with an Eclipse Touch, go to the editor, and then go to the GVs tab. The 8 generic variables available on the MicroPulse are shown here. All of these are currently configured for external sources. That means an external device, like a resistivity tool or a pressure while drilling sub, can send measurements on those GV channels. If you would like to use an internal generic variable value from the MicroPulse, you can switch it to internal and, for example, add this vibration packed word for the vibration levels. We're going to stick with setting these to external values. And then if you want to give them a custom name, you can navigate down to the GV mapping, and we can say GV0 is resistivity measurement number 1, GV1 is pressure measurement number 1. Then let's go to sequences. Here we have a basic sequence set up, calculated values in the survey, and for the tool face logging sequences, I just have tool face GV0, U8, that means unsigned integer with 8 bits and parity, differential inclination D-inc for compressed C-inc values, and then GV1 is also configured as a U8 for unsigned integer. We can then click done and commit the configuration. For testing, we're going to use the digital pulse simulator feature of Eclipse Touch. We can go to the diagnostics page and turn on invert flow. Okay, so here we see the first GV value coming up, res1 with a value of 0. Then we're going to have a C-inc followed by pressure 1. Okay, so both of those GVs came up with a value of 0. I'm going to go ahead and set GV0 to a value of 42 and GV1 to a value of 50. Okay, so I changed the GV0 and GV1 values over the CAN bus, and now we see res1 came up with a value of 42, and we have pressure 1 coming up with a value of 50. Now we'll set them both back to 0 just to show the update. And 0 for res1 as well. And that's how you set up generic variables on the MicroPulse. For additional details or support, please reach out to our customer experience team, and they can guide you through the process to set up more complex configurations. This has been an episode of Erdos Miller's MicroPulse Moments. If you enjoyed this content, like and subscribe.